I would turn the camera around and show you something kind of funny, which is me all bundled up looking like it's winter out, but this wind is chilly. And I am someone who likes warm weather, and so anyways, I thought I would turn the camera around for a second. Yes, I am here grounding, and I'm going inside like I've been talking about. I'm going to put the phone away. My live from earlier, when I sat there and listened to you guys with Dr. Joe Dispenza and Lewis Howes. He did an interview with him, and so I did my stretching and I listened to a motivational teaching that helps us to come out of survival mode. And so I'm going to be practicing a lot of this, and including what Dr. Morse talks about and Eckhart Tolle. I think there are golden nuggets in what is being said, and I definitely want to just let go and allow my consciousness in alignment with the plan for my life and my purposes to just unfold before me, for me to be carried with the flow of life right to the place I'm supposed to be. So I hope that you guys consciously create and co-create with me as you surrender and let go of the things you've been holding on that have been binding you. Let's help our families to get to a point where we are truly free on all levels. And freedom is our birthright. I love you guys. Namaste. This is Pacific City, Oregon, July, I think it's the 20th. I haven't really been keeping track of time very much, but this is interesting what we see here. And there is Mom, one of them. They're out in the middle of the beach, jumping off this. They've had their masks on the entire time. And I'm not trying to be judgmental or mean, but this is what the fear and the propaganda does when you're out, just, you know, out just enjoying time in nature, and then you have this mask on because you believe what people in so-called seats of power are telling everyone on the media, which is owned and operated and controlled by 6 major corporations. And all I'm trying to say is we really need to start questioning what is being told and looking for information by unbiased, independent experts who know what's going on and have nothing to gain by telling the truth, and who are being silenced. A lot of people have been attacked for coming out against the mainstream, and so yes, you have to be wise and discerning, but this is what we're up against, a bunch of people wearing masks, and which does a lot more symbolically for silencing us, but also what does it do to our health. And I'll try to find some good links for you guys that you can research further and get some knowledge and wisdom, and just start to question and put this in your tool belt. That's what we need to be doing right now. And as more and more people do wake up. So I love you guys. Just wanted to share this, and to me it's sad that we are at this place where we are having our little ones subjected to this and not questioning, just doing what they are being told to do. And we're in a new time, in a new age right now, that we really do have to be critical thinkers, and then beyond that, step into our consciousness and not allow those who have been pulling the strings for a very long time to be controlling us anymore. We have to take our power back, and that does mean that we look around and we start to come out of the lies. We got to go inside and find the wisdom there. Alright, you guys, checking out. Namaste to you guys. It's time to wake up. I'm grabbing your hand and let's walk together. It's not my job to wake anyone up. It's not your guys' job, but we can share resources and be compassionate and loving as we shine our lights. Alright? That's what this is about. Being the love and light for the rest of the planet to see. Hi guys, the reason why I wanted to come on and show the video with the people on the beach with the masks on is because there is a lack of critical thinking going on. People are believing the narrative that is being fed to us by these people in so-called seats of power. And just the other day, a person in a store, yelled out, everyone, we need to have a citizen's arrest right now because there was a pregnant mom and she had her little ones with her and they were not wearing masks. And so they were saying that she was putting everyone at risk. And this is a tested, tried, and perfected technique that is used to conquer and divide and control people. It's based on the fear vibration and also judgment and hatred and just very low vibrations of being in survival mode. And CPS and APS, the Child So-Called Protective Services, and APS, the Adult So-Called Protective Services, are actually in place right now to assist in a conquering and divide technique in which people will use and go against one another by using information that is being presented to them as factual. And then they will make a false allegation, which is an anonymous call that is put in, and because basically the new norm is that everyone is to wear a mask and stuff like that, and then you have peer pressure going on and everyone's like a partner in crime. Everyone feels like they're doing their what would they call it? Humanitarian efforts to keep everyone safe, because they're basically using our little ones and the elderly, saying that we are putting people at risk, or you are putting people at risk. People without masks are putting people at risk. And this does not stop there. They're also talking about it with vaccines. So they are working on getting a vaccine for people to use that they want everyone on this planet to take, except for the so-called elite, which will be taking a pseudo vaccine, or the people on the media when they were pulling up their sleeves to get flu shots and stuff like that. You have to really sit back and think about what's going on, because there's been a lot of whistleblowers out who are talking about the truth, who have nothing to gain and are not shareholders in this and have been threatened for speaking the truth. So right now we have to realize that our truth and speaking it is very important, and we can't push our beliefs on others. So if you believe that a mask is keeping you safe and others safe, then wear your mask. And if it's like the herd immunity that they have been preaching about for a long time, with vaccinating, yourself and your family, then you should feel safe that you are okay. And I know they have all these plans through A through Z saying, well, some people can't get vaccinated, some people can't wear masks. Well, I just would encourage everyone to do your research, do your due diligence, put things together and start to look within. That's the biggest thing. And doors will open and the answers will come to you, and you will be able to see from an observer instead of being in a subjective position, running off of these false thoughts and emotions that are driven by the survival mode. We want our consciousness to be in the driver's seat, and we don't want to be impressing our beliefs onto anyone else. But wherever there's evidence and proof, we want to be aware of it and have everything transparent. And for me, when I hear that people are being silenced, people have been run out of this country and stuff like that, for speaking the truth and for healing people and stuff like that, those are the people I want to look towards to find out their research. They're experts in this field. And at one time, just like me, just like you maybe, you believed everything that you were hearing. So, you know, it's about growth and learning, and we all are on this journey of awakening. And so let's have compassion for each other. And like this mom who actually stood up for her rights in the store said, she's like, I know my rights. Basically, you need to mind your own business, and I am fine. You have your mask on, and me, if I was actually right by her, I would have supported her in that. And that's what we need to be doing, is supporting one another. I had an incident one time where someone was screaming at me and my husband at the time, and what was going on is that they were just, basically it was about the false allegation against my second husband, and they were just screaming at the top of their lungs in Walmart. And some people came, some bystanders, and were like totally standing up for us, saying, you know, leave them alone, and what are you talking about? And that's not okay to treat people that way. And it was pretty amazing to have the universe send people our way to speak up on our behalf. And so we can do that for one another in a very conscious way and not be involved in any type of conflict and fighting, conquering and dividing, or anything like that. So let us stand together and be united in love. So that's what I wanted to say. Let's shine our lights, and let's be aware and knowledgeable, and share our resources and support one another as best we can in these times. And it's okay to talk about these things so that people are aware of what's going on. Sticking our heads in the sand and being ignorant is not going to help, but I don't get stuck here. I focus on the solutions and on how I can best be a light to others to help them onto their paths. And that's what we can all do. You guys are your own lights, and you're on your own path, and we will meet up sooner than later. Namaste to you guys. And I just wanted to show you guys what I'm seeing on my nature walk. I've been grounding at the beach, and now there's some beautiful deer, a little baby there, just eating. And they're not scared, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of deer at the Oregon coast, so be careful when you're traveling on the roadways here in your conveyance, your private conveyance, all right? So I just wanted to come on and show you guys. Love you guys. Get out in nature. We are one.